did I realize student affairs. Wait a minute, am I in student affairs? Is that what it's called? Right. So somebody needs to send me a memo on that one. I was in the Peace Corps, and I was teaching English to kids and some adults who would never ever need to learn English. I got out of the Peace Corps, so I needed a job, and so I figured I'm gonna shift gears, go completely away from education because I remember specifically saying, I'm never working in education again. Yeah, apparently that doesn't work out so well for me. So did some substitute teaching with high school students who didn't really want to learn anything. I had to teach them anyway. So long story short, I found myself working with students from Central America and the Caribbean, and they needed some help with some things, and I spoke a little Spanish at the time, so I helped them out. And here I am working with students from all over, trying to help them understand the world they live in. You know, what's interesting about my career path is that seriously, I didn't even know student affairs was a profession until maybe about 10 years ago. I didn't think of myself as a professional in student affairs until maybe about, let's see, how long has the camera been rolling? About 5 minutes ago. And so I've grown into this space and I'm really comfortable in it now because I like doing what I do. And what I do is basically, I get to help people figure out what life is about, however they understand it. If I had to think, though, about what student affairs is really like in real, I would say it requires a lot of resilience emotionally and psychologically, because in order to do this job well, you actually have to put your heart and soul into it. And if you put your heart and soul into stuff, sometimes they'll get broken and they'll get trampled on. But we come back day after day, and we have hope that students, however they come to us, whoever they are, they'll be willing to learn something and grow and have a tremendous college experience. So that's why I do it. Real life is, there's some really amazing highs because you have a student who had this aha moment and it's transformed their lives. And then the really amazing lows are with that same student 5 minutes after that aha, and they go out and do something boneheaded. Like, think about joining student affairs. Whatever, I digress. And you know, the reality of my day is, I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can engage with students and help them have a greater experience at St. Ben's and St. John's. You're paying a lot of money. You spend a lot of time there. Make it worth it. Don't just walk out with a piece of paper and about 3 or 4 friends. That's what I think. You know, in my position currently, I would say the most exciting thing is working with students who love their jobs. It's really cool to work with students who actually want to come to work. Now, when I was a college student, I worked at the library. The graveyard shift from 10 p.m. until 3 a.m. It wasn't as much fun. But these students that I work with now, they're amazing. They seem like they're having fun. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. And I get to laugh a lot. I would definitely say the funnest, by far, thing about my job is I get to talk about all the things that nobody's allowed to talk about. So I get to talk about sex, religion, politics, life, death, culture, you name it, I can talk about it because it's all educational. And I can even make jokes about it sometimes. The best advice I would have is, seriously, if you want to do this, go to graduate school where you'd like to get your graduate degree from, but start off as an employee at that institution. Most colleges have tuition remission or reduced or free tuition for people that work there. So if you want to get a master's degree from the University of Michigan, you go work at the University of Michigan, then you get into their master's program. You don't have to pay for anything. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful way to go. Go that route, trust me. And it helps defer your current loans, just thinking about that. If you need to get in touch with me, I would say stop by my office. I'm usually in Murray 154 at St. John's, at St. Ben's, but on Thursdays I'm at St. John's and Sexton.